Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, grandma and grandpas, we are officially live again on YouTube. Checking myself out cause it's my birthday. Checking myself out cause it's my birthday. Hiya! Hi everyone. Okay, let's check in on Instagram. Let's let them know what's up. And on Facebook as well. Okay, so I'm gonna try and talk more than I have fun because I want to get a lot said in an hour because I don't know how long my data is going to last me, and I also want to enjoy the rest of my birthday off camera. So I'm just gonna do a quick checking on Facebook, and by the way, I didn't make it restricted for kids, so that's the reason why the last time nobody could leave any comments. So this time I made sure that I didn't tap on this video is restricted for kids, so I think you can send me comments and I can read it. Yeah, I see the comment section right here, finally, because last time I was wondering what's happening. And I figured out that it was because I restricted it for kids. And it's my birthday. Please send my birthday texts. Hello. Send my birthday text. Send my happy birthday text, please. Okay, I don't know. I can't make it to Facebook. They'll watch it later. My Android phone is blowing up because everybody's writing on my wall. Because it's my birthday. And it's my birthday. All right, so thank you for the likes on my last video. I couldn't come on live yesterday like I planned to because what happened? I think I didn't have electricity. And I was working on content the night before, so I was exhausted. Yes, I was super exhausted. I wanted to come to the studio to get everything set for yoga, 2020 yoga, so that's done. Hi everybody on Instagram. If you log on, I'm going to switch this off soon, so just go onto my YouTube channel and join in because that's where the party is at. It's on my YouTube channel at Nappy SATV, but I'm going to leave this on for a while. We're talking about the law of attraction. I'm going to continue my story on my life from the beginning, basically. Who is Nappy SA? What she's about? My usual 26th birthday vlog. I started it 2 days ago, so I'm continuing from the story. You can watch the first version. It's under streams, under my videos, so check it out. Send my birthday messages because I'm expecting them, okay? And shout out to everybody who's helping me share my yoga content. Peace and love. I'm so happy about that. All right, so I just finished an hour and about 15 minutes of yoga. I haven't rounded up, so you're kind of in my yoga session right now. So I'm sharing my amazing yoga energy with you right now as well. I stopped my last video at grasping at the law of attraction, right? I stopped my last video at grasping at the law of attraction. So I was sitting on the bed and I was listening to the radio. It was one of those days. I was at home, can't go back to school because can't pay my school fees. But this time I had hope. I had hope because I had remembered the law of attraction and that literally changed my outlook and perspective. So, I just had this a little bit of hope. It wasn't a lot of hope. We were just like, you know what, things are gonna change. Like, you know what, I'm gonna believe things are gonna be better. Like, I may not be able to go back to school right now, but I know that things will be better because I believe it. Whether it's true or not, I just believe it. So I was listening to the radio, and the next thing I heard was the voice of a popular model. Now, this is crazy because it's like I'm going to be like recounting experiences and memories that is my reality or was my reality, and it actually intertwines with a lot of people that I have met as a result of, I don't know, just experiencing my life. But it's crazy anyway. I heard the voice of a popular model, and the funny thing was that she was hanging on my calendar. She was hanging right on my calendar. So I was like, like, what is going on right now? Okay, I knew that something was happening. I was already like excited. And then I heard what they were. There was two models. There were two models talking. I didn't know the other model, but the one model, I knew her because I used to go to castings and I heard about her, and she did all the expressions. If you use expressions, attachments, and weaves, she used to be on all the expression products. And then they were talking about how there was a modeling competition that was going on, and the winner of the modeling competition would get an all expense paid to South Africa to work in South Africa as a model. They were going to train us for a few days, and they were going to sort out the flights, they were going to sort out the visas and stuff like that. So, wow. In my mind, I was like, wow, because like I said in my last video, I was already a little bit into the game, but I went to school to go study computer science. So I just knew at that point that this was God saying, this is your way out. This is your way out. I just knew with all of my heart, because first of all, I had no hope. I was in despair. Next thing, I had a little glimmer of hope. From that little glimmer of hope, literally somebody I looked up to that was hanging on my wall was talking on the radio about something that I was pursuing before I went to school. It was too good to be true. It was too good to be true. I was like, wow, okay, this is it. This is for me. This is my lifeline. This is what I've been waiting for. I can't believe this is happening. And the next day I started running. I didn't run. Okay, I used to run in school, like on weekends. I used to go to the stadium and run on the track, just like a little bit of exercise, because we did that while I was growing up a few times. But I started running. I didn't run. I was like, I'm going for a run, because I know models have to be physically fit. I didn't know anything about modeling. I just knew that models have to be physically fit. So I started running, and then I also didn't have money. I needed to buy the phone. The phone was 1,000 naira. I really think it was 1,000 naira. Please correct me if I'm wrong, because everybody I'm talking about, I know all of you in real life. So this is like our story. So I had to borrow that money from my boyfriend. My first boyfriend I ever had. I told him to borrow me 1,000 naira so I could buy that foam, pay it into the bank account, buy the foam, and then I also needed money to go to the casting because I didn't have any money. I'm in school, and I depend on my parents and stuff like that. So I entered for the competition, and I went to the castings, and I just from then on I just knew. And the name of the competition is called Pearl Model Look. Okay, Pearl Model Look, and this was back in 2013. I know they had a couple more episodes after 2013. If you guys know about Pearl Look, let me know if they're still on. I'm not sure if they're still on. I don't think so. But that was the competition that I won. And from that competition, I moved to South Africa because I won it. First of all, I went from dropping out of my second year of computer science because I couldn't afford my school fees. And then I went to believing in something that I didn't grow up with. I didn't grow up with the law of attraction. I just decided to have like hope for like 5 seconds. And then my mentor that I've never met was talking to me on the radio. Okay, and everything just came together. I got the money to go to buy the phone. I got the money to go to the competition. And let me tell you, after I went to the competition, I went back home. Literally, I've lived without electricity for most of my life, okay? Like most of us Nigerians have. And I remember having to put off my phone after I went to the competition because I was hoping that they would send me a message because they didn't tell us the results of the audition. We had to wait for messages and calls. I had to switch my phone off. Maybe they're going to send me a text, so I have to save my battery. So I only switched off my phone 2 days after the competition. And of course, there was a text waiting for me saying that I have been selected into the competition. Wow, Jesus Christ! Felt like, what the hell is going on? Anyway, when I got to the modeling camp, I have to talk about these things because you have to know where I'm coming from. Like I said in the last video, like we need to have this conversation. I need to get all of these things off my chest in order for me to move on to the next phase of my growth as a person, as a brand, as an individual, as whatever it is. So I'm a storyteller, okay? We've already established that fact in the first video. So this is me telling my story. For those of you who don't know, this is me telling my story. So got to the competition. Wow, I'm here. I got here, and then the next thing they were telling me is that I was fat. I was fat. I was fatter than all the girls there. I was the biggest girl out of all the girls that they selected. Let me see who's on. Who's online. If anybody who knew me from back then is online and listening to me, I don't know. Thank you for my birthday wishes. Hi. Thank you. Okay, so okay, I was fat, right? Okay, I was like, I'm not gonna let that stop me. I don't care if I'm the biggest girl here. This is my lifeline. I'm not letting this straw of hope go ever. I don't care if my prospects are low, if I'm not going to win. I'm going to win because I came here to win. God already said, as far as I'm concerned, because this is too magical to not be for me. That was my attitude. So guess what I did? Every day, because we're in modeling boot camp, right? So we're training. So they trained us to be physically active. So we used to run in the morning. By 6 o'clock, we'd wake up and run. So you know what I did? Because I was the biggest girl there, I used to wake up an hour before everybody to run before everybody wakes up, and then still join them on their run because I needed to work hard. And if this was one thing that they said was going to be in my way, I'm definitely not letting it be in my way. I'm going to lose all the weight I needed to lose in order for these things to happen. I mean, yeah, these things were okay back then that I'm, having to lose weight and stuff. But later on, I'm going to talk about how I feel right now to this experience. But I need to tell you this experience because I need to tell you this experience this way because this is exactly how I felt then. All right? So, anyway. And then I would get up an hour to run before everybody. After that, I would go back to my room. Ask my roommate if you ever see my room. I don't know, she's probably not on my Instagram, but the roommate that I had in modeling camp, in my modeling competition, she would testify to the fact that when I got back to my room, I would still jump on the spot because I needed to lose that weight, and I was going to lose the weight. This weight was going to stand in my way. So I go back to my room. I've already run an hour. I've gone through the whole day. The whole day is done. People are supposed to be resting now, and I'm running in my room like a crazy person. I'm running on the spot in a little room. It's the hotel we're staying at, right? You can't just be running everywhere all the time like a crazy person. And I was drinking shitloads of water because I read that the body is water weight, and if you trick your body into like thinking that there's more than enough water, it's actually going to start losing all the water weight because it's like it thinks there's too much water, so we have to use more water. Okay, so I was drinking loads of water. I was like minding what I was eating, taking smaller portions. Anyway, lost all the weight. Done. And I was so determined. I listened to the instructions, everything. Long story short, I won the modeling competition. And I was like, oh, mind blown. It's like, just shoot me now. Like, what is this like? How can somebody go from not having anything to having something? That was like, wow. And then at that point, because I was like, God, if I should win this competition, that means this law of attraction is true. That means the principles of this law are actually real. That was what I told myself that day. And it happened because I didn't filter for 1 second and say like, you know what, I'm not going to win this thing. You know what, I didn't look at all the other girls and say, okay, these girls are better than me or anything. No, I was focused on my goal and my prize. And I won it. And then I moved to South Africa, and then I began my modeling career in South Africa. So I'm 19 years old. I left Lagos, Nigeria with no money, zero money. I did not have money from anywhere, from anybody. Didn't have money at home, could hardly even eat. And like nobody had money to even like pay a flight or whatever. So thank God, like the modeling like the people who organized the competition actually were true to their word. I mean, it was a little bit weird. It was a time where we were having issues, but eventually I got on that plane, I got my visa, you know, somehow I got a passport. I don't know how I got a passport, but somehow I got a passport. And I was off, I was 19. What did I know? Like you guys have like people who are 19, like what did they do? Like, I didn't know anything. I've never traveled away from my family except for like university and stuff, especially like out of the country. I didn't know anybody in South Africa. I was on my own, the whole world and me by myself on that plane. You know, got to South Africa. Thank God that my agents were like amazing people, because I feel like that would have been that was, you know, a defining point, because if I had gone, like knowing what I know now about the modeling industry and about agents and bookers and modeling agencies, if I had just by a little bit of fate or a mistake gotten into the hands of the wrong modeling agent, and I was that young, I don't think I would be having this conversation on this live, you know. I'd be in a totally different reality, probably fucked up somewhere because the world is fucked up. I don't know. But my agents were so kind to me. They treated me like an egg. They got me a very nice accommodation in Johannesburg. I can never forget